review. And today, thanks to the folks over at NECA, we'll be taking a look at the new Jungle Encounter Dutch from the Predator movie. The first figure in Series 9 gives us another Arnold Schwarzenegger figure, which features over 20 points of articulation and includes an M16 with grenade launcher, pistol, and a knife. Now, so far we've gotten the Jungle Patrol Dutch and the Jungle Extraction Dutch. This being the Jungle Encounter Dutch, this is the first time that the Arnold actually encounters the Predator in the Predator movie. As you can see, really nice kind of blister packaging on here. You come around here to the side, you got the 25th anniversary logo. You got on the bottom all the people responsible for bringing this figure to us. Come around here to the back of the figure, you got the other figures in Series 9, that being obviously the Jungle Encounter, the Water Emergence Predator, and the Jungle Disguise Dutch. You got a really nice image of the toy up here itself, and then a nice little bio that says, deep in the Central American jungle, the Predator is hunting humans for sport. Armed with his plasma caster, wrist blades, and cloaking technology, the Predator methodically stalks and kills opponents he deems worthy. The Jungle Hunter Predator collects the skulls and spines of his victims as trophies and skins his prey, leaving the bodies hanging from trees. When a Special Forces team is dispatched on a rescue mission, they soon become the Predator's prey. Absolutely fantastic. I love these figures. Everything about them is just absolutely perfect, and there are so many different kind of times throughout the Predator movie, and so many different looks really for Dutch, that NECA could have a field day with these figures. So let's get this guy open and see how cool he actually is. Alright guys, so here we have the Jungle Encounter Dutch open up and out of its packaging. And again, this is an absolutely tremendous figure, and I actually discovered something on here that all the other ones have that I never noticed before. And I'll get to that here in a little bit. But again, this being the Jungle Encounter aspect of him, this is basically how he looked when he encountered the Predator for the very first time. Now, it's been a progressive kind of declothing of Arnold Schwarzenegger. But one thing that I absolutely love, and people have commented on it, that his vest now is black, very, very kind of dark, and you can see it here in the back. That's not an accident on NECA's part. If you watch the movie, throughout the entire movie, there are different vests that he wears. They're meant to be all the same, but like in some kind of a goofy kind of error, he ended up wearing different color ones. So the most recent one, obviously, being the black one. Now, for comparison, here, get him to stand here. Here's the Jungle Encounter Dutch. Here we see the Jungle Patrol Dutch. And in this particular version, his vest here is green. And as you can see, there is a difference in terms of the color. But that is accurate, guys. It's a wonderful touch that NECA really kind of did with that. And I know it's probably bugging some collectors, but it's true to the movie. And here's the first one, which is the Jungle Extraction Dutch. And this vest is actually brown. So you have brown, green, and black. And as you can see, as he progressed throughout the movie, he got more and more naked, having the vest and the jacket in full garb here. This one here just having a vest and then this army sleeveless shirt. And now he's just got his vest on. No shirt, nothing like that. So really very cool though. Now also with the accessories, these two figures are basically identical. You got the same gun, you got the same knife, and the same handgun. Jungle Extraction comes with one extra accessory, that being this giant machete here on the side. But he used that, so these guys shouldn't come with it. But just like those other versions, this has an amazing amount of detail on it. It's really very impressive. Now, starting off things first, we're going to take a look at his accessories. Like I said, he does come with the same knife, which has a really nice kind of metallic silver paint job on here. You got a black handle, so very nice detail on that. He does have the same handgun. Pull that out of the holster right here. Again, very much the same weapon that he had in the two previous versions. So nothing really all that different there. And of course, the M16 with the grenade launcher is basically the same as well. Now, getting this out so we can go over the articulation, it's basically the same gun, obviously, same paint job and everything. Wonderful detail on there. Now, the articulation on this guy, like I said, I actually discovered something. He does have all the same articulation. The head is on a ball joint, so you can get a nice range of motion with that. His eyes are more looking forward in this. A couple of the other figures, it looks more like he's looking up. I don't know if that's what is intended or what, but it's really very cool. The shoulders here move in and out. They rotate all the way around. You also have a bend here at the elbow, and the elbows also do rotate. The wrist here are on a little bit of a ball joint, not much, but you get a little bit of a swivel kind of action, and rotates all the way around just like so. You can see that this bit right here, obviously,
I mean, you got his belt and everything, and then the vest. Vest is not going to come off. I don't think you're going to be able to get it off, but you can see, you know, you got his abs and everything underneath there, but he does have an ab crunch there. You just see it a whole lot more. He does rotate at the waist. I'm trying to get it to actually do it without rotating, because he also rotates at the ab crunch as well. So good articulation in the upper body. The hips here, the legs rotate in and out. They go all the way around like so. They move forward, they move back. This is a kind of softer rubber piece in his buttocks, so you can get it to stretch back a little bit more. Coming down here to the knee, it moves forward and back. It also does rotate. Now this is the part of the articulation I actually discovered. Right here, he actually has a boot cut, which it's kind of hard to get to. This one, I haven't popped the joint yet, so it's a little bit stiffer. Well, maybe this one actually doesn't have it. Okay, it does. I just had to really squeeze it, but it's kind of hard to get to because there's not much, and then you get this piece right here that rotates, but he also does rotate right above the ankle, which is really very nice. But as I said, it's a little bit harder to get to because the actual foot also rotates, and then it rocks back and forth. So you get a wonderful amount of articulation in this figure, way more than well, not way more, but that's 2 extra joints that I didn't know about previously. And it's really very impressive, and I absolutely love it. I love the fact that he still has his watch on. He wore his watch throughout the whole movie, so it stands to reason that he's going to be having it there as well. So great level of detail on this guy. Now, also one thing that I really wanted to kind of touch on was that his face seems more glossy, almost like he's sweating. I don't know if that's intended, but at this particular time in the movie, he was sweating a lot more. I mean, they're in a jungle, so it's going to be very hot. So they did put a little bit of a glossy kind of overcoat on here just to kind of highlight that and make him look more sweaty. Again, that is a wonderful touch that I absolutely love seeing put on this figure. Now again, this Dutch figure is an absolute home run, but I could see where some people may not necessarily want this guy. Being the third kind of Dutch figure that we've gotten, honestly, this might only appeal to kind of completionist sort of collectors. If you picked up the other 2, obviously you're probably going to want this guy. But if you haven't picked up any, it's really hard for me to say which one is better than the others, because like I said, they represent different times in the movie. I really enjoy this guy. I think it's a wonderful reuse of the mold, and I just love the progression that we're getting with this figure, spanning the time of the actual movie. These Predator figures really are well worth picking up, and I do recommend getting it. But as I said, I could see where some collectors may not necessarily want to have another Dutch. But if you're a collector like me that's a completionist, he's definitely a must-have. But that's about it, guys, so keep your eyes open because he is going to be appearing on shelves very soon at your local Toys R Us's and other comic book kind of shops. But that's about it, so once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. Keep in touch with me. Find the recent purchases as well as all upcoming video reviews all at facebook.com/teambotimus and follow me over on Twitter at twitter.com/optibotimus. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.
Gonna tell Aunt Mary about Uncle John. He claimed he has the music, but he had a lot of